Russia's economic problems are making headlines again today in the Russian papers, though not in the government paper. The Rossiyska Gazeta is busy headlining a brand new shiny Lada that's just hit the market. But less shine on the front page of Nezavisime Gazeta. The headline, "Industry is losing its former economic optimism. More and more enterprises are planning to cut output." Negative trends are growing. Industrial enterprises, primarily in the civilian sector, are losing their former economic optimism and are revising production schedules. In July, for the first time since August 2022, in Russian industry, plans for reducing output prevailed over plans for increasing it. Quoting financial analyst Pavel Ryabov, the paper writes that the current state of Russia's economy, in terms of the pace of growth and expectations, is the weakest it has been since the third quarter of 2022. It's not yet a crisis or a recession, but close to stagnation. It's a different story with sectors of industry linked to the military-industrial complex. According to the Institute of Economic Forecasting of the Russian Academy of Sciences, in May 2025, annual growth rates were observed only in three types of manufacturing industries: by about 55% in the production of various vehicles and equipment, by 21% in the production of computers, electronics and optical products, and by 11% in the production of medicines. These industries are directly or indirectly related to the needs of the special military operation, Russia's war in Ukraine. Also, on the EU's decision to lower the oil price cap for Russian oil, the Russian budget risks being short of oil revenue. The lowering of the oil price cap could mean a loss of 1.5 trillion rubles. An economist tells Moskovsky Komsomolets that in the long term, what concerns him most is the question of technological development. Russia is in semi-isolation due to large-scale Western sanctions. To a large extent, it is shut off from foreign investment and from the latest technological advances. It's naive to think that everything we need we can make ourselves or get from China. Our dominant partner isn't able to make everything itself, plus it's not prepared to share everything that it has with Russia. The reporter points out that over the first 6 months of the year, the budget deficit reached 3.7 trillion rubles, 1.7% of GDP, the level that had been expected by the end of 2025. And Kommersant, the labour market has lost its optimism. In Russia, the share of companies that plan to cut staff this year has almost doubled. Now it stands at 11.5%, according to the Bank of Russia. The share of enterprises that plan to raise salaries for employees in these conditions is decreasing, so far by 13%. One thing all these articles show is that in the Russian papers there is more freedom to discuss economic problems than, say, sensitive political issues. You won't find criticism of Vladimir Putin in this very controlled media landscape, but you can find criticism of, say, the Russian central bank for keeping its key rate so high. There are limits, though, to discussing economic problems. You won't find articles suggesting that Russia's economic problems are a direct result of the Kremlin's decision to invade Ukraine.